Let's go. What's good? What's good, everybody? Get this going. Yup. Get Sirski. Copy that. Let's paste. Boom. Make sure that's there. Make sure that's there. What's good, everybody? What's good? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm wondering why. Oh, there you go. All right, cool. There you go. Yes, 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 yes. Boy, shit been crazy. Report. Everybody get in this motherfucker. I got some shit to say. Come on. It's a lot of crazy shit that's been going on lately. I was thinking about you like, that's crazy. Listen. The level of synchronicity lately. The level of synchronicity lately has been actually like a little insane. I don't mean in a bad way. I just mean like, all I know is I had to come on this live. That's all I know. All I know is I had to come on this live. I had to come and say something because shit getting serious. Shit getting serious. You feel me? And I know that if I come out here with a pure heart, with pure intentions, and an open heart, I'll receive, you know, just what at least I know I need to hear. And shit, sometimes I be saying shit that you need to hear too, and sometimes you resonate with it. If it resonate, it do. If it don't, it don't. I get it. I feel you. But as of lately, I feel like the moment we stepped into October, shit got serious. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's gonna get serious for you. It's getting serious for everybody, and it doesn't have to mean that it's something negative. But all I know is that I told y'all so. I told y'all so. I told y'all so. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry. I'm going to get into it in this live. I'm going to get into it. Let me go ahead and post a little photo real quick. I want people to know that we live. Let me post a little photo. Let them know live. We live, baby. Hey, listen, y'all. I know I haven't been live the last couple of days. I had to feel the energy. I got the soundboard right here. I had to feel the energy real quick. I can't just jump on here and just start saying whatever. Like, I gotta make sure I'm actually resonating with what I'm saying. I'm tired. I gotta get some rest. If I look tired, I apologize. Like, your girl has just been up. I've been in it. I don't even feel like I've been here. So trust me, when I speak tonight or today or right now, whatever the time is for you, I'm gonna say something that's gonna resonate in some kind of weird way, you know. But what I can say is that the energy has been very intense, and I don't wish to change anything. I don't wish to change anything. That's one thing I want you to understand. Things could be really good. Things could be going bad. Things could be whatever the case may be. I don't wish to change anything because I know no matter what is going on, this has got to be trying to help me evolve in some kind of way. That has to be the reason. And at the end of the day, everything is perspective. Some of y'all, you're dealing with something that seems like a problem, but is actually an opportunity. But when you're not in the right mentality, in the right mindset, you're not going to notice the opportunity when it's right in front of you. All right? So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to whatever it is that you watching this on. Thank you for joining this live. Thank you for joining this stream. We are now stepping into October. It is October 3rd, whenever you're watching this, on this day that we're recording. And honestly, I just have so much to say when it comes to the energy right now and everything that's going on. Y'all know I'm going to speak my mind. Y'all know I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. So, first of all, I want to make this a real good stream. I want us to, talk about a couple things, but the first thing that I want you to understand is that the theme that I've been noticing is revenge is beautiful. Like that's really what I want to say. Revenge is beautiful. Thank you, Rob, for the gift. Thank you, Lex, for the gift. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you know the quote that they always say, "Oh, success is the best revenge." Right? You heard this quote before. Success is the best revenge. Of course it is, because it feels good to be able to, redeem yourself after someone that did you wrong and all that shit, right? Great. A lot of y'all don't realize that you can't get revenge if you've never been betrayed. And I've been telling y'all since the beginning of 2025 is the year of the snake. The snake is a vengeful animal. This Chinese astrology, like, just think about it. I haven't been wrong yet when it comes to this shit. So at some point, you got to give this shit a fair shot. And I told you in 2025, a lot of truth is going to come out. And this is the year where people really have to face their reflections. They have to face their mirror. They have to face their true selves. And this is why a lot of people masks are dropping. And you're seeing the true nature of how people are. You're seeing that this person was actually jealous. This person was actually spiteful. This person was all these different things. And what I'm trying to get you to understand is that those people that did you wrong and you were hit with some shit that really you shouldn't have been hit with, a lot of them are going to learn from the mistake that they did. You learned from it. You turned it into something that you can transform and transmute. And we stepping into the winter time, and this is where things can get a little bit dark or a little bit eerie or a little bit hidden. And I think that this is the time now when a lot of people's secrets are really about to come out. I think a lot of people's secrets are really about to come out. This is not the time for you to have bad character. This is not the time. The people with good character, the people who were genuine, the people who were real are the ones that are about to prosper and have a smoother time towards the end of this year. The people that knew that they were doing people wrong, the people that knew that they were out here wearing a mask, they're the ones that are truly afraid. Because if you're wearing a mask, you don't want to see what's behind it. You don't want to be seen. You don't want to be seen. And it's going to get dark. Look, of course my mic tripping. Of course, see? It don't stop. I'm telling you what I know. 9 is not an easy number to deal with. And you may say, where's the 9 coming from? 2025, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, 2025. This is a year of endings. And September is the 9th month. So a lot of y'all have been going through a lot of endings. And trust me, I understand endings are not easy. Some things ended that you thought was going to last forever. And it was cut way shorter than you thought it was going to be. But you have to realize that whatever was lost will be replaced. And if something was lost, people, relationships, jobs, opportunities, it wasn't really meant to work. It wasn't going to work. It wasn't in alignment. And I'm going to tell you right now, some of y'all haven't gone through your endings because you're still forcing some shit that you know isn't working. You forcing it to work. You trying to force it. If it's not working, it's not working. You going against your gut. Thank you, Lexi, for the gift. Thank you, Reebok, for the gift. Stop going against your gut. Stop going against your spirit. Stop going against what you know to be true. Your intuition is right. I don't understand why in a realm that is so magical like this, in a realm that is built off of shit that you can't see, you're so hung up on seeing some type of evidence. Your gut doesn't need evidence. Your intuition doesn't need evidence. But you don't trust yourself. You don't believe yourself. So you get caught up in situations that you should have never been in to begin with, but you didn't want to trust the feeling that was trying to tell you something ahead of time. You have an intelligence that is ahead of the curve. You have an intelligence that sometimes has this 360 view that can see things from a bird's eye view. But you want to rely on the eyes that is stuck in illusion that can't even see things all the way on the full spectrum of light. You get what I'm saying? Like, this sense is not as strong as this sense. And this sense is like your sixth sense. At this time right now, you're going to be pushed to really trust yourself, because you're not going to get to where you want to go without fully trusting who you are. It's either you are who you say you are or you're not. And you're going to have to make a decision. Some of y'all trying to live double lives. You trying to live your old life without so you don't have to take the risk of your new life. You're not going to get there being scared. You know what you need to end. You know what you need to walk away from. You don't trust yourself. But my question is, when are you going to trust yourself? What is it going to require? If you need help trying to figure out that way to muster yourself over that hill, to jump over, to take that leap, you should look at your past. And what you could do is you could look at your past and look at your past wins. Look at your past success. Look at the fact that you're still here. Look at the fact that you're undefeated. Truthfully, really think about it. Everything is perspective. Making money is perspective. Life is perspective. The game of life, chess, all this shit is psychological. All this shit is mental. So all you have to do is come at it from the right angle, from the right perspective, and you're going to unlock that key. But you're allowing your mind to take you to different places that you don't even really want to be. And something else that I've noticed is some of y'all not even truly sad or upset or scared about something. But some of y'all body is so used to feeling something, feeling a spike, feeling a dopamine, feeling an emotion, feeling that gut-wrenching feeling, that your body will try to tell your mind something just so you can feel a type of way. I'll give you an example. You literally can have somebody that you cut off in your life, right? You really are happy about them leaving. Like, you really don't care, right? But what I've noticed is that when that person has created so many different type of emotions within your body consistently over time, your body remembers all those emotions. So let's use your mom or your dad, for example. If your mom was always stressing you out as a kid, even when you leave your mom's home, you're still going to feel that stress of like waking up in the morning, oh, I got to get up. Or you're going to still feel like somebody's standing over you. And your body stores that emotion. So it's going to take time for you to consciously rewire yourself, for you to no longer have that shit on the back of your mind, and you subconsciously running that program as if somebody's standing over you. You get me? So this is why some of y'all not even really upset or sad or feel whatever the emotion that you think you feel. Your body just wants to feel something. But if you're not aware of that, you can't give your body something to do. You have to realize that your body, this is your spirit, but you're living in a human vessel, and you have to be able to, number one, trust this body. Number two, work with this body. And number three, understand how to work with it. Just like the mind. The mind is also a part of the body, but there's a spiritual part of the mind, which is like your brain is the physical part, but your mind, your consciousness that sits within the brain is the spiritual part that is connected to so many things beyond this motherfucking realm. You get me? And I feel like the more that you remind yourself that this is a simulation, and you may say, well, how do you know that this is a simulation? Numerology shouldn't work. If this was some real ass, like, first of all, science explains it. This is 99.9% energy. Like, if you really understand that, Albert Einstein spoke about this, none of this shit is actually physical. All of this is just energy. So it's able to be manipulated. Y'all anime niggas was ahead of the curve. I'll tell y'all that. Y'all anime niggas, where my anime people at? Where my anime people at? Thank you for the gift, Tip. Thank you for the gift, B Jazzy. Where my anime? Y'all anime niggas was ahead of the curve. Y'all got it. I need to start watching this shit. And maybe we can stream some anime, you know what I'm saying? But I realize y'all niggas really ahead of the curve for real. Y'all got it. Because a lot of the animes actually talk about, thank you Rob for the gift, thank you Shishtar for the gift, thank you Tip. A lot of the animes actually talk about the power of energy. My dog is humping. Oh my God. She freaked out. You saw that, right? So, anyways, a lot of the animes talk about mastering energy. And honestly, I feel like we so focused on changing our physical reality. What if they told you, hey, yo, What if I told you they got you focused on your physical reality, but physical not real? Like, and I understand you might be like, what? No. Think about this. Think about this, right? What if somebody said your dreams are real? What if somebody said your dreams are real, right? Where does physical reality stand in that? Think about it. Do you understand where I'm trying to take you mentally? Because I feel like if you could understand more of this realm, more of this quantum physics, you'll be able to understand more of your own mind. All this shit, you for real. All this shit, you for real. I got you. I'll DM you back. All this shit, you for real. And I think once you recognize that everything is like a reflection, everything is a mirror, everything is you pushed out. Why is it that somebody could literally live your same life and have a whole different experience than you? They could literally be in your same life. Some people could literally live your life and feel like they're the most luckiest person in the world. All because of perspective. Where somebody could live in your life and feel like they're in lack. Because all of it is perspective. And I want to tell you too, whatever you're looking for is what you'll find. Whatever you are looking for is what you'll find. Do you understand what that means? That means that if you are looking for negativity, you will find it. If you are, some of y'all are living the life that you want to live, but you so fixated on what's not right, what's not good, what's not perfect, what's wrong. Like, I want you to go on a negativity fast. Real talk. I want you to go on a negativity fast. That means for 30 days, do not entertain not a single negative thing. For 30 days, do not entertain a single negative thing. Because some of y'all are addicted to that shit. Some of y'all are addicted to your own suffering. Some of y'all are addicted to guilt and you don't even know it. This is why some people stay in toxic relationships, because they actually they like it. They just don't know that they like it. That's why I always say, when you are no longer reacting to it, when you're no longer responsive to it, that's when you've really gotten over it. If it's still in your life, whatever it is that you don't want to be in your life, if it's still in your life, it is because you keep reacting to it. But the reason why you keep reacting to it is because you have some type of connection still with it. You have some type of addiction still to it. And you can't deny it. You can't deny it. You want to know why? Because if it's not true, then you wouldn't be where you are. But you think about it like an algorithm. If you want something to change in your algorithm, you have to stop liking it. You have to stop watching it. You have to stop sharing it. You have to stop clicking it. Now think about life like whatever it is that you react to, you respond to, you get aggravated about, you get irritable about, you get upset about, you get really excited about. These are the things that you are clicking and liking on the algorithm. That's what it is. You can't get mad at the algorithm for being the algorithm. The algorithm is just showing you the data back that you are giving it. It's you. It's what you want to see. It's what you look at. It's purposely altering itself to you. So every decision, every thought you make is altering your reality. Every decision is a new forking path. And it's adjusting to you. It's like a suit that every decision, it adjusts to you. Every thought, it adjusts. It adjusts to the point that you don't even know that you, to the point that you don't even know you even wearing anything anymore. To the point that you don't even know there's even something on you anymore. It just feels like your second skin. Is this helping y'all understand what I'm talking about? Is this helping y'all understand what I'm talking about? You feel me? So I think that I was reading Think and Grow Rich. And if you're on my TikTok, Think and Grow Rich is on my TikTok shop. I was reading Think and Grow Rich. And Think and Grow Rich literally said that if you are going to become success conscious, you cannot entertain any outcomes of poverty. And that seems simple enough, right? Some of y'all, you can't go a day without entertaining fear. That's what that book taught me. That book taught me how much underlying fear that I have to release from my body that is ruminating in my skin that my mind may not be aware of. Some of y'all don't understand. Y'all got emotions underneath. You ever met an angry person? You get what I'm saying? Do you understand that, like, they don't really understand that they are an angry person? They don't understand. Like, they can't help themselves because they haven't become aware of it. So in their life, it's not real. It's not real. Everything's good for me. I'm learning a lot right now. I feel like I'm on the outskirts of life just watching. And I feel like at this time right now, all I need to do is focus on bringing as much positive energy to humanity as possible, because I know there's a lot of people hurting. There's a lot of people transforming. There's a lot of people going through a lot of energy transformation. But trust me, I want to let you guys know, you did not receive this mission, this pain for no reason. I've been telling y'all, no pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. And remember, I told you, adversity is truly an opportunity. Adversity is truly an opportunity. All you have to do is stay locked in on every single thought that you think. Because if you allow the external circumstances, because all you're dealing with right now is the past shadows of your old thoughts. And how you respond to these new thoughts in your life is what's going to determine what happens next in your next season. If you keep responding to that negative boyfriend, if you keep responding to that ugly person, that ugly energy, if you keep responding to lack, they're everything that you've been trying to vanish out of your life, they're knocking on your door to see if they can come back. They're knocking on your door to see, hey, like, is this person going, like, this person still rocking with me? Like, or was that all talk, or was that? This is the time for you to really mean what you say. This is the time for you to stand on who you really say you are. They got you fucked up. They think you just talking. And you have to prove to yourself. And when I say they, I mean your own inner self. Some of y'all don't even have trust with yourself no more, because your words mean nothing. When you say you're going to do something, you don't actually do it. When you say you're going to go here, you don't actually go. You don't hold up your own end of the bargain with the contract that you have with yourself. So that means that you don't take yourself serious. And if you don't take yourself serious, what do you think is being reflected? You feel me? What do you think is being reflected? Y'all make sure you see my handles right here. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and support. Go to that one, go to that one, go to that one. Nobody takes you serious, exactly, because you want to know why? Do you understand that that is a trait of unsuccessful people? And I also want to tell y'all, some of y'all have a very unrealistic view about how you're going to be when you're successful. And what I mean by that, don't take that negatively. What I mean by that is, I've had some people come to me and say, hey, you know, for my routine, I'm going to wake up 6 a.m. I'm going to go to this coffee shop. I'm going to go here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And I'm like, all of that sounds great. If in your reality, you only lived in this one place. All of that sounds great. I said, here's the better thing to do. How about you create a routine that is able to be done no matter where you are in the world? I said, that's how you think a little bit different, because you're making a routine as if you're not going to be traveling, as if you're not going to be in different time zones, as if you're not going to be going from this flight to this flight, as if you're not going to be, As if you're not gonna be catching red eyes. As if your ass not gonna be in Australia. So create a routine that you can follow no matter where you are in the world. For example, waking up, you meditate, you go work out. And another thing too is, if you know you're a person that's gonna be traveling, and you have to take this serious. If this is really, you really believe in manifestation, because guess what? Manifestation is real regardless of your belief or not. It works whether you believe in it or not. It works whether you're aware of it or not. Manifestation does not require your belief to work. Law of attraction, the power of the mind, this is all science. If you're not aware of it, guess what? Guess what? You're just another person, just like those people you cut off that wasn't aware that they was negative, wasn't aware that they was. Guess what? You not being aware is not an excuse. It's not an excuse no more. It just means that you're on a program. So become aware of how much you actually can create. And what I'm going to tell you is that at this time right now, I think it's very important for me to take my school seriously, Styx Mystery School. A lot of people right now are forgetting the truth of what this life really means and what you're actually able to do. Some of y'all are so fucked up because the way you think is fucked up. Let's just keep it a bug. Whatever success it is that you want to have, I want you to understand, no matter what you do, the key to it all is the psychology. Chess is 90% psychology. Basketball, 90% mental. Football, all of the sports that you would think is all about your physicality, it's still mental. Because you can have all the athletics in the world, you can have all the right body parts, the right height, the right vert, but if that mind isn't right, you're going to brick every free throw. You're going to brick every free throw. Somebody said we are supposed to be living a free life. I don't know about you, but I am living a free life. If you're saying we are supposed to, then that means that we don't. In your life, in your reality, that's not the case. That's the thing. Don't even allow your mind to think like that. Because guess what? The moment that you tell yourself you're not living a free life, you're going to continue to find evidence that you're not living a free life. But the moment that I tell myself I'm living a free life, next thing you know, abundance just comes to me to the point that it feels like I am living a free life. Because nothing is actually costing me. And that's the difference about this. Not everything is what it seems, and that's something that I've realized. Sometimes we can look at something and sometimes we be looking at something and we really think it's negative. We really think it's negative. And this is what I want to say. If you want to work with me, if you want to lock in, I like the words lock in. If you want to work, if you want to lock in, I want you to DM me, lock in. Use my DMs like a contract for yourself. DM me right now, lock in. If this is the moment that you're going to finally trust your own power. Some of y'all don't really trust yourself. And I'm telling you, the reason why I know this is because right when you're always about to reach the limit, you hold back. Right when it's time for you to push your foot all the way down on the gas, you take your foot off and you hit the brakes. You're afraid of your own intensity. You're afraid of your own potential. But me personally, I would rather be afraid of what's possible than to live a life and never knowing what's possible. You got it. You're going to control yourself. You got it. Trust yourself. Trust yourself, because that fear is causing you to stay stuck. And trust me. Trust me. Not knowing what that reality feels like is haunting enough. It's haunting enough. It's haunting enough. It's haunting enough, bro. You don't want that. Thank you for the gift, Daisy. Thank you for the gift, Rob. Thank you for the gift, Reebok Tile. I'm gonna do a segment on TikTok soon, where I'm gonna do a therapist segment where everybody could come up and tell me their problems, and I'm gonna give them a little. I'm gonna be like, listen, bitch, what's that nigga birthday? He not for you, sweetie. It wasn't gonna work. Oh, I have a small business. One minute I'm going full throttle. Next minute I'm discouraged. You wanna know why? Because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing, and it's not about your business. Your business, you could be fucking phenomenal. There is a psychology aspect to any and every business, to any and every career. This life is 99.9% mental. Nothing is going to work until you understand yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, the best way I could help you understand this is, imagine you want to be successful, right? Imagine you want to be successful, right? And you trying to lose weight. But your body, only you specifically, your body type, whenever you eat walnuts, it bloats you 10 pounds. But you're unconscious that every time you eat walnuts, it blows you 10 pounds. You're unconscious because, according to everybody else, walnuts help them get their carbs or whatever the fuck, right? If you don't know your body, if you're not aware of your body, if you're not watching your body, if you're not monitoring your body, you're not going to realize this whole time the only reason why you're gaining these 10 pounds over and over and over is because you're eating these walnuts. It's not that the work you're doing is wrong. It's not that you're not following and you're not doing the right workout. You're not monitoring yourself. You are the first child that you will ever have. You are the first child. So you have to watch yourself. You have to see what habits you fall into. You have to see, when you hang out with this person, why do you feel like that? Why your stomach queases up like that when you eat that thing or you drink that thing, or pay attention. And then here's the thing. When you notice that something hurts you when you do it and you still do it, you're addicted to it. You're addicted to it. That's when you know something is making you feel not good and you're still choosing to do it. That's when you know you're addicted to the feeling of not feeling good. You're addicted to that not feeling good feeling, whatever it is. If it's you and you feel like shit afterward, the volume is so loud. Sorry. What you eat? What you mean? Flubber boy said that's real. Nah, facts, man. Facts, man. Facts. And I feel like everything is a choice, truthfully. Whatever it is that you truly want, you have to make a decision in your mind. I'm not giving up. Like, this is it. So you might as well just go ahead and cave in and give me what I want. It's either you or the thing that you want. It's either you're gonna see it all the way through. See, some of y'all, if what you're doing, you're telling yourself, well, I'm gonna see how it goes, just don't even try. If you're telling yourself, oh, I'm gonna try it, just don't even try. It's not. If you're not going into it like, this is my thing, don't. Because whatever it is that you want, it's gonna cause you pain. Why? Because the pain creates the gain. The frustration creates the success. So if you're not willing to feel frustration from it and all you want is just gratification, that's not for you. That's not for you. You need to choose something that you're okay with feeling pain with. I'm not deliberately choosing poverty. My entire life I've been struggling, but been telling myself I'm still not rich. I'm not deliberately choosing poverty. My entire life I've been struggling, but been telling myself, rethink and grow rich. See, now people saying they can barely hear me. Am I loud, or what's with the audio, y'all? Can y'all hear me? Y'all make sure y'all follow me on all socials, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on all socials. All right, cool. Yeah, man, but listen, honestly, I knew this shit was getting real, And all I keep saying is the word of the fucking day is revenge. The word of the fucking day is karma. Motherfuckers is getting their karma right now. I'm telling you. And it's like, it's so apparent. People start to really look like their choices. People really start to look like their choices. And this is why I'm telling y'all, the law of compensation is real. Just because it may seem like you didn't get paid back for some shit that you did out of the good spirits of your heart, don't mean you never will. That shit always come back around. Good character is how you get to your destiny. Don't just do shit because somebody looking at you. Don't just do shit because it gets you attention. Really be that person. Because guess what? Once you know, when you know you really have good character, you're going to have a level of faith and trust to know that you know it's coming back. The law of compensation. Let me see if I can look this up. The law of compensation. Y'all make sure y'all follow me here on TikTok if you haven't. Law of compensation. Let's look it up. Look, it's psychology. So the law of compensation is a principle found in philosophy, self-help, and psychology, stating that you receive what you give in life, whether it's effort, value, or negative actions. This concept, popularized by Ralph Waldo Emerson, suggests that for every loss there is a gain, and for every action a reaction, leading to a balanced outcome. You sow what you reap. A lot of y'all motherfuckers, listen, that's why I say, y'all, some of these people that's crying about their life, y'all better be careful. Some of these victims, they put it on themselves. Don't get caught up in other people karma trying to be just this great person. You got to trust your own discernment to know who actually deserves your energy, your essence, your healing power, your ashe, your energy, your love, your healing. Not everybody deserves access to you, period. And you got to know that. But some of y'all allow people to dampen and undermine you and cheapen your price and make you think that you cheaper or you weaker or you not as big as you are. That's why it's important for you to have a real relationship with yourself, so you know what the price is. Fuck what the market saying. I'm not a part of the market. The price come from here, bitch. I'm the market. You feel me? Thank you, Flubber Boy. That's karma. It's literally the energy can't be destroyed or created, only transferred. I literally just read that last night. But I cannot seem to change my circumstances. You talking about you cannot seem to change your circumstances. The fact that you are thinking that shows me that that's why the change is happening. Let me tell you something. A person who is in the midst of change knows better than to verbally speak that something isn't changing. Because the moment that you say something isn't changing, you revert it back. Why is that? Because you're looking for it. You're looking for it. And if you're looking for it, it's because you don't have it. You wouldn't look for something that you know is right there. You know where you put it. You know where you last saw it. Once you do your meditation, once you do you feel that feeling in your meditation. This is why I keep telling y'all better join the manifestation. Join the manifestation class. DM me, lock in. DM me, lock in. DM me, lock in, because here, let me tell you what you're supposed to do. And it's crazy because look what book is right here. Look what book is right here. Look what book is right here. Like, this book is I've been reading this book since 2020. So let me tell you, this is what you need to do. Number one, first of all, you need to figure out what it is that you even want. And some of y'all, that may sound very simple. Oh yeah, I know what I want. I want money. I want this. I want this. No. When I say what is it that you really want, you cannot say, oh, I just want money. Oh, you have to get to the deeper root. And it has to almost be like an emotion. Like, what is the elevated emotion that you want? Sometimes it's not really about the actual physical thing. Because remember, physical is not real. Remember, the physical is not real. So sometimes it's not really beneficial to manifest a physical thing. Sometimes it's better to manifest the emotion that that physical thing would make you feel. And the reason why it's better to do that, because when you put yourself in that state, you open yourself up to receive something better. Because you could have thought, oh, me eating chicken instead of fish is what's going to make me feel elevated. And then all of a sudden, the life bring you fucking branzino and lamb chops. And you're like, oh shit, I didn't even think of that. Because you were more focused on what it is that you want to feel instead of the actual physical thing. So if you want abundance, if you want money, it's because something about your life, you feel like money is the thing that's going to help you fix that. Whether that's depression, whether that's loneliness. Some of y'all are lonely, so you feel like, man, once I get money, I can really be outside. I can really be this. I can really be that, right? So it's freedom. It's companionship. You want intimacy. Thank you for the gift, Solima. You want friendship. You want adventure. So what you need to do is you need to create a picture in your mind, a movie, a mental movie, slides, a fucking PowerPoint, a vision board, bitch. And you need to see yourself feeling that emotion. And then once you see yourself seeing that, feeling that emotion, you have to understand that, think about it like ChatGPT. When you put a picture on ChatGPT, it gives you the essence of the picture, but it doesn't exactly do your face all the way right. When you put yourself on these AIs, it gives you a good idea, but it's like it's still something that's just like a little, like, you know, that's not exactly what I pictured, but it's good enough. And sometimes it take it better. You know, so what I'm trying to get you to understand is, once you let go of the movie in your mind and you let it play out in your emotions and you allow yourself to really feel that emotion, you get the tears coming, you feel all that shit, your heart start opening, you start being like, wow, I'm high off life, the ecstasies, you feeling all those emotions. What's going to happen is you now have to live from that state of being. Because if you were living that life, that means that that emotion that you were making yourself feel in your meditation is your baseline emotion. Because you're wealthy and rich and living the life that you want, you're always excited. Your cheeks are always hurting because you're just always happy, right? So how can you manufacture thoughts within your mind and manufactures emotions within your body at all times to keep that state? And the longer that you hold that state over time, you're going to start to generate synchronicities. You're going to start drawing people to you. You're going to start seeing little things change. Now, what you need to do when you start to see those little synchronicities is you need to use it. Think about it in a delusional sense. You need to use it as evidence. The same way your mind was taking your negative jokes and all the negative shit and was using it as evidence to make you think that shit wasn't going to work out. You're now going to flip the script and use all those synchronicities as evidence the same way your mind was trying to use it on you when the shit was negative. No, I don't give a fuck if the number just on my phone, bitch, I saw what I saw. Just like your mind would have did with you when you was saying negative shit, right? Think about it. Right? So now you're using it as evidence, and every time you get that evidence, that synchronicity, you're now going to start to feel that excitement again. You're going to shoot yourself up with that elevated emotion again. And every time you shoot yourself up with that elevated emotion, the more and more that elevated emotion becomes your actual personality and who you just are. It's no longer a mood that you're just holding. It now becomes your actual personality and who you are as a person. You're just a lucky person. Next thing, that's what people are going to start telling you. You ever met someone who just seems so lucky? Like things just work out for them. It's like, damn. You ever look at somebody and just be like, man, if somebody was going to win, it would be you. You always just lucky. We all know that person. We all know that person. What if I told you that in life I grew up being that person, but because other people around me didn't have that luck or that energy or that favor, it made me make myself small because of the envy. So sometimes when we start to get the reality that we want, we start to notice that something else does come with it, which is the cons of life. The cons of being successful. The cons of having a lot of money. The cons of having a lot of money is now you got to double up on your security. You got to get cameras. You got to get gates. You got to think about wills, and you got to think about what comes with it. It's not just about manifesting my dream reality. It's about really embodying the whole game of it. You want to be famous, you got to deal with the bullshit paparazzi and TMZ. That's what that means. That's what that means. You feel me? So if you ready to lock in, DM me lock in. DM me lock in. And if you ready to lock in, DM me lock in. I know I'm locking in. I know I'm locking in. Sustainability. I think something else that helps me is realizing that, like, if you're living as the person that you want to be, you're not working to get it. You're working to maintain it and elevate it. You get what I'm saying? Like, some of y'all are working desperately as if you're trying to get put on, as if you're trying to win for the first time, instead of working as if you're trying to win for the next time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like working to get put on versus working to stay on top is two different types of working. And it's two different types of mentality. One is like, I'm here to prove myself. And one is like, I don't even know if it's proven at that point. At that point, it's just like, I'm here to elevate. I'm here to raise the standards. You know what I mean? It's deep. I know. Listen, y'all. I be sitting by the water, and I just be thinking. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on all socials right here. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on all socials. You feel me? But I just be thinking, and I just be like, man, sometimes it's simpler than we think, but we get caught up in our own heads. And this is why I read a lot. I specifically read a lot so I never get lost. Thank you, Aaliyah, for the gift. Thank you, Miss Farrell, for the gift. You got to be so careful with the people that you are around, man. Some people, like, they're just making, like, terrible choices. And a lot of truth is coming out, and that's just, something I wanted to say. But if you ever want to rewatch my videos, you can go to my YouTube. I think my YouTube is on my TikTok page, and all my other social medias are right here. All right. I love you guys. Make sure you guys check me out on this app right here. On this app right here. I do a lot of IRL streaming now, y'all. All right. But I love you guys, and later. I'm going to be adding new classes to my mystery school. That's why I told y'all. DM me lock in if you're ready. DM me lock in. All right.